Welcome to the Restfully Rich podcast. If you're still overworking, overthinking, and over-explaining yourself for money, that stops here. Hi, I'm Alyssa Simpson, Restfully Rich manifestation coach, and I say the things that other manifestation coaches are too scared to say. And if you're still trying to prove your worth, earn your money, and figure out the right way to get there, this is your sign to let all that go. I teach women how to become the version of themselves who already have what they want: the money, the clients, the love, the support, all of it, without all the extra effort and energy. So if you're ready to drop the exhausting version of you, you're in the right place. So sit back, relax, grab a cold brew, turn the volume up, and get ready to become restfully rich. Hello, and welcome to the Restfully Rich podcast. You guys, she got a rebrand. She got a facelift. Also, I haven't sung to you in so long. Have you missed it? Oh my God, the bitch is back. We've got some stuff to talk about. Number one, Restfully Rich is now trademarked, baby. Because, and I want to get into this first, this is a movement. This is an ecosystem. This is something that is going to be around for the rest of our lives. I'm telling you this right now. More and more and more and more. The women that I'm talking to, the things that I'm seeing in the coaching industry, in the entrepreneurial industry, in just the business world alone, things are shifting at a rapid fucking pace. And what that's doing is, like I've told you before, it is truly, truly, and honestly pushing women out of these empires that they've built and honestly kind of leaving them in an existential crisis of like, well, who am I if I can't keep this empire running? Or they are literally clenching this empire with all of their might, just praying for someone to come and relieve them of all of this fucking stress. And so they're leaving. They're saying, I'm done, I'm out, I'm gonna figure it out another way. And that is not the vibe, because the way that we are moving together as a collective with the rise of AI, with just honestly and truly women getting back to their feminine nature, it's almost like with all, and here's the thing, all of these astrological events happening, all of these things happening with AI, and just there's just too much to even get into. Um, I honestly should probably put together an episode where we just kind of like break down each thing and like my own opinions and beliefs on it. But I share that inside of Inner World. Have you not checked it out yet? It is a course inside of my membership, which I need to see. This is why I genuinely need notes now, because yo girl forgets what I need to tell you guys. Okay. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm actually typing typing it right now so I don't forget. Okay, anyways. But I do have a course inside of my membership where I literally just share like all of my thoughts and opinions and downloads and beliefs and like behind the scenes stuff that I'm working on. And it's $44 a month. You also get access to all of my things. Um, my money vault alone is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you can have it for $44 a month. And I talk about just the energetics of money, how to become a magnet for money, how to really transform yourself into the wealthiest version of you, the wealthiest timeline. There are so many other classroom and courses inside of my membership that you can go and look into. But Inner World is actually where I put these things that I'm talking about, like about AI and the rise of it, and just like where we're shifting into a collective that the women who are a little, I don't even want to say unprepared because that's not the right word, but like I even have like a close group of girls to me. And we've been talking about this for years about like, dude, shit is shifting, and it's not going to look the same for women in business in the next probably less than 5 years, if I'm being totally honest. I thought what was happening in the last year was going to be happening in 5 years, but it is happening so fast, so fast. Um, and s- again, timing is such a cool thing because had I not have had my son when I had my son, I truly don't think that this movement would have been birthed. I've always known in my heart that I'm meant to leave a movement. And when I first created my membership, the magnetic movement membership, that was my movement of teaching women that they have this inner power, that you are a master manifester. You just haven't been doing it the right way. You're attracting all this shit when you actually can be attracting all of these beautiful things. And honestly, through that movement, the women that I was coaching and mentoring through that, like all of them were very brand new to mindset, manifestation, the power within, all of these things that I have been a student of for decades, right? Like literally when I was 13 is when I started. 15 is when I got really like my foundational piece of it, but I started dabbling in it and studying it when I was 13 and I'll be 33 this year. So what is that? 3 decades? No, that's only 2. I went to public school. I can't do math, so fuck off. But that is the truth. And so when I was having these, you know, these clients of mine that I'm coaching, I'm like, wow, like they really don't like they need like basic foundational things, which was great. It honestly allowed me to really kind of flex my coaching abilities because I was able to take these women from zero to abundance relatively quick, right? And then I started shifting as, we all do and we all evolve, we all grow, we all metamorph, if you will. And it was after having my son that I really realized like, oh my God, like I don't know how women have these wild empires and also have kids. And you start talking to these women that have empires and have kids and 85% of them don't spend time with their kids. They're not very involved with their kids. They you know, they put their business first. And I will never shit on that. I just know that our natural way of being as women, like we are nurturers, we are caretakers. And like there is this incredible like human nature and design of a mother and her baby until the child is like 3 or 4 years old that we are building their nervous systems brick by brick. And if you aren't the one doing it, then someone else is, right? And for me, like I love my business. I do. But for a while there, I started to resent it. I started to hate it because it was putting this pressure on me that I wasn't okay with. It was putting this pressure on me of like, you got to pick me or the baby. You got to pick me or the baby. And I made it work. I did. I made it work to where both were in an even flow with each other. But then here's the kicker, y'all. Here's what started to happen. I was starting to get frustrated with my son if he was taking me away from my business. How fucked is that? And at first I was like, it's got to be the social media aspect to it because I just caught myself like always getting on these apps and like looking and consuming and checking and like all of this stuff and wanting to be on all the time, right? Like wanting to make sure I didn't miss anything. Um, and the frustration that I would feel towards my son, I was like, wait a minute, like I should, if anyone should, if my frustration should be on anyone, it should be on my business, right? Like at the end of the day, I'm a magnetic, abundant as fuck person. Fuck my business. Like I'm going to be taken care of and provided for regardless. But I also knew deep down inside of me, like this work has to be done now. I can't put this off. I can't not guide and lead and mentor and create this movement for women because by the time I get the opportunity to, it's going to be too fucking late, right? And I feel that in every fiber of myself. So I started to look at, okay, well, how can I make this work? How can I truly live in abundance and truly have wealth, but also prioritize this very small window of my life and my son's life of us being together while he's a child, being the most impactful person in his life to help. I mean, obviously, his dad, my husband, is in this as well, but like the foundational part of a child, like it kind of gets shifted off. So like the first 3 years of the child's life, like it is all about mom. And then 3 to about 6 or 7 is really when it's like dad gets to kind of build the part that is needed from dad in the child's life. So anyways, not to say that I mean, I'm so lucky and so grateful that I have such an incredible man who's helping me, as he should, make our son the best version of himself that he can be, and know that mom and dad are both very present and very like we're here, like he's never gonna not have to think of like, well, I wonder where my mom was, where my dad was, like we're here, we're present, we're doing all the things. Um and knowing and understanding that both my movement, because I don't even consider this a business, y'all. Like it is, but it's so much fucking more than that. It's not just like a cute little coaching container name, Restfully Rich. It's not a cute podcast title. Like it's a fucking ecosystem, right? Like it is truly and honestly my entire life's work. And I don't say that lightly. And I it's funny because when I started coaching professionally in the sense of building a business out of it, I really watered myself down, number one, because when you talk about the esoteric things of using your mind to literally create the reality of your dreams and manifestation and spirituality, there's pushback. And the pushback really made my wounds show, because I would be talking freely and sharing my heart and feeling like, oh my gosh, like this is such a profound thing that I'm saying. And I know it's going to change lives. And then you have these dumbasses in the comments with lack ass mindsets telling you that you are bogus, that you're selling snake oil, that you're like Miss Cleo on HBO, like all this stuff. And it used to bother me because I'm like, okay, but this, like, I'm not though. Like, I'm trying to genuinely help. So what do I need to change and shift? So it got watered down, it got quieter, it got more palpable, and that is not the vibe. And the whole identity of a restfully rich bitch is unfazed, unfazed energy, confident as shit. I'm here to lead a movement. I'm here to change lives. And if you have something negative to say, get fucked. You know what I mean? Like, this is not the space for you. And I've always been very much so like, I am who I am and I don't care. But when I was building my business and building my coaching, I couldn't in my mind afford to be that bold and that brash, if I'm being honest. I mean, like I've told you before, I have not ever re-listened to a podcast episode of mine, especially when I first started this podcast, because it is not me. I because I haven't listened to it, but I can kind of use my own memory. Like I guarantee you that first episode was very like, "Hi guys, it's me, Alyssa Simpson. I'm a mindset manifestation coach." I mean, even the old intro to this podcast was very like, "We're using that," and it's like, "Bitch, no." Like, no, ma'am. And what's interesting though too is while I'm building Restfully Rich, the foundation of Restfully Rich is helping women get back to their feminine energy. And that's the other thing too, and I've talked about this on the podcast, is a lot of the feminine energy stuff that we see, it's these women in like linen dresses and barefoot and pregnant and in the field making sourdough bread with flowers in their hair. And like, yes, that is feminine, but like, so am I. Like, I don't take any shit. I am very ambitious. I am very high functioning. But I also am very, 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 very okay with being supported, provided for, and taken care of. And that's the beauty of the feminine energy. It's like I always think of lions, like mama lions. They are fierce, they are protective, they are you don't fuck with me, but they also know what it's like to be provided for and taken care of through the masculine, fuzzy-haired male lion. And this isn't to say that you need a man in your life to be supported and be taken care of. But I'm telling you right now, if you do have a man in your life and you are stressed out and overwhelmed and overburdened and overextended, you are probably operating way too much in your masculine and you need to get back to your feminine so that the man in your life can operate fully in his masculine, because that's literally how it works. And I've told you before, Josh and I have been together for, oh my God, 11 or 12 years? 12 years. It'll be 12 years in October. Um, and us first starting out, I was operating hardcore in my masculine because I had a lot of wounds. I had a lot of fear. I had a lot of limiting beliefs around being supported, being taken care of, being loved fully. And so I operated in my masculine. And it's interesting because looking back now, I just know how incredible of a man Josh is, because he let me. Like he never tried to force me out of it or to get me out of it. Like he allowed me to take my own journey into letting myself fully trust and to let go of that control, because that's what it is. That if you're operating too hard in your masculine, it's because you don't trust and you have like a huge control issue, which I had both of those. I really didn't trust. I didn't trust myself. So how could I possibly let any like trust anybody else, right? I didn't feel like I had total full control. So of course I didn't feel like anything else could really, like it was a very big facade, and it was like this heavy armor that I wore in the name of hyper independency, hyper masculine energy, all of these things. But I was still trying to come across as this like, everyone likes me. I'm so friendly. I just know that you're going to love this. Let me know if you're ready. Here's all this shit for free so you can see how generous and valuable I am. If you're listening to this, my middle fingers are up so high right now on the camera, because that is such a horrible thing to operate from. And honestly, if you are a coach and you are telling your clients to offer more shit for free, fuck you. Like that is not the vibe. Like you're keeping people in lack ass energy. You're keeping people in this mindset of, well, I gave them all this stuff for free and they still aren't picking me and they still don't want to hire me. It's like, no shit. What the fuck? Why? Oh my God, I'm so glad I just brought this up. Okay, we're tying it into this other thing. On Saturday, it is now Wednesday. It's April 29th when I'm recording this. This episode's going to come out at the end of May or beginning of June. But we had a EF1 tornado happen here in my hometown. My hometown. It's not my hometown. Where I live, the town I live in. And thank God our home did, and we did not suffer any crazy damage. We have tons of trees down. There are literally a mile away from us, someone's house is completely destroyed. We were in the closet as it was happening, and you could hear shit snapping outside. It was absolutely terrifying, and I can't even imagine. It was an EF1, right? So we had 105-mile-an-hour winds, and there's EF5 tornadoes, like the tornado that happened in Moore, Oklahoma. I cannot even fathom going through that after going through this. Like, this was scary as shit. Like, I have also been terrified of storms, specifically tornadoes, my entire life. My dad built a tornado shelter in my childhood home because I literally would have fucking panic attacks if it thundered and lightning didn't, like, there was even like talk of like potential tornado, like lost my shit. But I literally lived through one less than a week ago. And so since I'm in a small town, a lot of these small businesses, they are giving away food to all the families that have been affected, to all of the first responders and the linemen here fixing our power lines and the people who are cleaning up the trees and all this stuff. It's a beautiful thing, right? It's also very beautiful to see how when push comes to shove, people really show their humanness. And I've never been more fucking proud than I am right now to live where I live, to be in the community that I am. And honestly, like maybe a year ago, there was talks of potentially moving and finding a different place to live, even though we love it here, but just other things that were kind of making us feel like maybe this isn't for us. But after how just seeing this community and feeling the love and the care of this community, no, like this is where I want my son to be. This is the community I want my son raised in, because this is humanness. This is people being good hearted people, which we all fucking are. Um, and what's also interesting is, of course, you turn on the local news and it's all it's talking about. We had one death here in our town, and the town that got hit even worse than us, They had, I think, 2 deaths, and that's all the news is fucking talking about. They're talking about these 3 people that died, which, yes, lives were lost. That's so sad. But that just goes to show you the news could easily be talking about how this community is coming together and making a beautiful fucking impact on the people who lost everything, but instead they're choosing to focus on how this storm took lives. That just goes to show you right there why the fuck you should stop watching the news. But here's the point I'm trying to make. All of these businesses that are giving away their food for free, I mean, these people, it's not like they have, McDonald's or Starbucks revenue, right? Like their mom and pop burger places, their mom and pop taco shops, their mom and pop, you know, sandwich stores, and they're giving away all of their stuff for free. And and that's a beautiful thing. But I really, really, really hope that the community remembers which businesses gave them back their shirts off their back, their product, their heart. These people are staying out until all hours of the night just to feed and provide for others. And I really hope that our community remembers that when things are back to normal, like those people should get our business first and foremost. We have a couple of, corporate businesses here. Not that I'm like shitting on corporate business at all. And I really fucking hate when people are like, eat the rich, man. Like, that's shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and go grab another Starbucks. Okay. Like, you're fine. It's not that serious. But in this sense, like, I really hope that, not that we need to boycott the corporate stores that are here, like they need our business as well, but like let's really make these mom and pop shops feel loved and valued when things are back to normal, and these people who lost everything are hungry and they want to spend a couple bucks on a taco. Like, I hope that they go to these mom and pop shops. But what I'm talking about is giving away for free is, I'm sure there are people who haven't been like, I even thought, I was like, damn, I didn't know that we had this taco truck in town. Like, I really want to go and get a taco, not to like go and get one for free because we don't need a free taco. But I was like, I want to go and buy a taco from them. And I thought, no, like, I'm just gonna, keep their business in my mind. Took a screenshot of it so I don't forget the name of it and everything. But I don't want to go and buy a taco that's could be used for someone else that literally hasn't had a hot meal since Saturday, you know? Like, that's where my mindset is going. Um, but whenever you give your shit away for free, just so that people will, and here's the thing too, I guarantee you these businesses aren't doing it through the lens of, this is really going to boost us, this is really going to make us look good, this is really going to increase our sales, because they're doing it from generosity. And the law of generosity states that you cannot give and expect anything in return. But in the business entrepreneurial sense, and especially these business coaches and these strategy coaches that are like, host a free this, give this away for free. If you give it away for free, they're going to see your value. No, because what you're doing as someone who's giving it away for free, you aren't doing it from an actual generous place. You're doing it from a place of, this is going to show them how great I am and they're going to buy from me. Maybe, hopefully. I don't know. Stop. Fucking stop. It's enough. We're done doing that. We are done doing that. If people can afford to, and I just this past week, I had a free lead magnet, if you want to call it that, because that's what all the business coaches tell you to do, is create a lead magnet, and that's going to get you all the shit you need. I turned my lead magnet into a $5 thing you have to purchase to get into my world. Because that is literally the vibe of being restfully rich. Like, you do not give your shit away for free. You know without a shadow of a doubt that what you have to provide is so impactful, and people should pay for it. People should spend money on it. Because honestly, this is also, you can't do that if you do not feel safe with money, if you do not feel safe with receiving. So if you're listening to this and you are like, oh my gosh, that's a great way to make money, you have got to feel safe receiving, and you have got to clear those money wounds before you do that, or else you aren't, it's not going to do what you think it's going to do, right? Me, as someone who has healed and has a really great relationship with money, I can do that confidently, and it's not going to fuck me like it might fuck someone else who doesn't have the same relationship and mindset about money that I do. If you're looking for help to strengthen your money mindset, to have a better relationship with money, inside of my membership, this is the $44 a month premium package that you get when you are a premium member. You get access to my money vault, which I mentioned it earlier. It has everything that I've ever taught, and even the things that I've taught and implemented myself about money mindset, the relationship you have with money, becoming a magnet for everything that you desire is inside of that membership. So if you're looking for more guidance and help with that, that's where you're going to go. If you are someone who is like, Alyssa, I am trying to live that restfully rich lifestyle, join Restfully Rich. What else do I need to say? Like, you have all the information in the world. It literally is just a point of now of like, whatever limiting belief you have about joining or not joining, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to figure out to get over that, to get your ass on the inside. Because, like I said, we are moving at such a rapid pace that if you do not learn the framework, how to become restfully rich now, I sure as shit, you're gonna feel way more overwhelmed when you come to me in 6 months, 9 months, a year from now, saying, "Okay, I'm finally ready to learn the Restfully Rich framework, and I'm getting you into this world, and you are frantic as shit and overwhelmed more so than you are right now." It's gonna be a little bit more challenging for you to really implement this foundational piece that is Restfully Rich. Now, on to the next thing, since I kind of talked about a few things I wanted to talk about, and one of them was, um, yeah, the fact that I survived a tornado. So, and here's the thing too that I've been thinking about literally for the past 24 hours is it, a lot of the damage that is here is trees. Like, we live in a very wooded town, city, whatever. And that's like the biggest thing. It's like these people who are giving away food and water and stuff and clothes and basic, hygiene. We have, the Red American Red Cross is here and has been and will be. Our Governor Greg Abbott, he just declared our county a disaster county. Like, and so we're getting resources to accommodate that. But there's all of our churches have opened up their doors as cooling centers for the people that don't have power. And there is like those little portable porta potty type things that are showers so people can take a shower and all of this stuff. But the majority of stuff that really needs help with are these massive trees that are down. And literally yesterday we were under another tornado warning, and the anxiety that I felt of like, fuck, not again. I can't even imagine the people that felt on a whole nother level, who have way, way worse issues than we do. Right now, our only like big worry and what the fuck are we gonna do is we have this huge, huge mature tree that came down in our front yard, and all of our big mature trees in the back have all kinds of shit still hanging on them that they need to get taken down, because if we have another big storm come through, or even like high winds, like that's going to be super dangerous. um but yeah, so I was in the camp of, obviously I want to help, want to give back, want to do my thing, but I physically cannot help with the tree cleanup. Number one, I have a 13-month-old. I mean, he was with me out front trying to clean up our yard, and it was, no, get that out of your mouth. No, put that down. No, don't touch that. Oh my gosh, so it was like, shit. Um, I can't keep you safe and help at the same time. And it's just this feeling of like, damn, I don't really know what to do, how to help, what I can, you know, do anything with. Um, Honestly, the biggest help that I could be is to pay for a tree service to come and help these people that don't have the means to get these massive fucking trees that they have taken off their property. But our Facebook groups are like fucking popping off with all kinds of stuff. And here's the thing, like, you post in there like, what can I do to help? Who needs help? And no one's responding because they're busy actually like cleaning up and taking care. So what's been really heartfelt to see is the amount of trucks and trailers and equipment going down our road, because our road is the road you get to where all the shit happened, less than a mile from our house. And it's daily, all day, all night, these big truck like these. And so it's like, if I get in my car and drive down the road, I'll see someone out there working, and you get out and it's like, hey, how can I help? And that's literally what's been happening since Saturday. So just a little 2 cents there. It puts things into perspective for you, like, especially, and I've always felt this way even before experiencing this, but like the people who bitch and complain about stuff, like, you have no idea how beautiful your life is, honestly. And I literally just talked about this yesterday. I I'm telling y'all, the more healed I get a little meaner. And I don't care. I'm not going to apologize for that because honestly, we should. We should. We need to start calling people out on their bullshit way more than we do. It's like something happened in our society where we just kind of let people say ridiculous shit and we just that's it. you know? But I was talking about how just all these women who bitch about how hard motherhood is and how hard it is to like raise kids. And I'm like, you literally like think about your ancestors and how truly, truly hard it was for them having a farm that they literally had to take care of in order to have food on their table with small children, right? You get to have DoorDash ordered at your house. Like, is it really that fucking hard? Is it really that hard? You have an iPad that you shove your kid's face in 8 hours a day. Is it really that fucking hard? Like, I just don't have the tolerance for this bullshit that I keep seeing people spew. Cause it's all like y'all are living in this, y'all talking about the people who speak like this, not you listening. Cause I know if you listen to this, you do not have that type of disgusting lack ass mindset because you're working on bettering yourself and living that restfully rich lifestyle. And in the restfully rich ecosystem, we do not complain about shit that we have total control over, which everything you have control over, you literally are the artist of your canvas. So if you're disgusted with how the canvas looks, bitch, you painted it. Those were your paint brushes and your paint and the canvas that you bought you painted. Okay. Damn, that's a good analogy. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Speaking of t-shirts, Restfully Rich is now merch. What? I don't have it yet to show you, but oh my God, I can't wait for you guys to buy your shirts and your hats because they are so chef's kiss. I will link it in the show notes below to go check out the shirts and the hat that I have readily available in the store. Mine are ordered, they aren't here yet. But you better believe your girl's gonna be repping that Restful Rich merch because again, it's a movement, y'all. It's a lifestyle, y'all. It's not a cutesy name. Like this is where we're headed, okay? And you can either choose to learn the foundation of it now and set yourself up for true and honest success because here's what's going to happen too. Your business and your work is so needed that you can't afford to be so burnt out and overwhelmed that you leave it all in the dust because we are going to be even more in need of your medicine here in the next few years. And if you leave and burn it all down, what the fuck? Where are the people going to go? Where are the people going to go? Like you have the opportunity to truly set yourself up to restfully receive and be restfully rich in order to have the abundance and the wealth that you've desired without the burnout and the overwhelm and also still serving your medicine to the world, which is why you did this in the first place, right? Like what the hell? Um, so there's my 2 cents on that. But yeah, check out the merch, y'all. It is so cute. It is so cute. I can't wait to create more as we just grow and continue to evolve and become this massive hive mind movement that it's going to be really hard to ignore. I'm telling you that right now, you know? And it's interesting because when I first when I truly like close my eyes and envision my highest self, like this is it for real. It's the leading the movement, it's the speaking on stages, which we're doing, it's the leading people to the restfully rich lifestyle unapologetically. Because there was a point in time where I believed this negative belief, because, you know, the internet and comparison and all those things that if you tried to live the restfully rich lifestyle, it was lazy. And number one, why is lazy bad? Who cares? Why? Why can't you be lazy? Why can't you just exist? Right? You're not meant to be this super well productive. Like that is such a weird like industrial revolution slogan, production, productivity. No one gave a fuck about that 100 years ago, 200 years ago, you know? Wild. You were productive if you got to eat a meal and enjoy the sunrise and have a good conversation with your friends and make memories with your family, you know? And learn something new. Like that was your productivity, not this fucking like well-oiled machine that we all turned into. I don't know. I could talk about this for literal days, but we're going to wrap it up here, guys. I'm going to get back to what I wrote on my notes to remind you that the membership has changed. The membership has gotten a facelift. Everything in my world has been elevated, and I'm going to give you a quick little bullet list of the things that have changed and elevated. I already did send this to my email list. So if you receive the email, you're going to get a little reminder of that here, audibly, not what is it whenever you're reading? Readily? No, that's readily. Anyways, first thing, we are trademarked. We're here to stay. We are a movement and we are awakening the masses. Number two, there's merch. You can get merch now for Restfully Rich. Use the link in the show notes. Number three, my membership has changed and evolved because we don't just give away shit, right? The membership has so much value, and I was giving it away for free. That's fucking stupid. We're done with that. You now can join at a standard rate where you have access to my abundance challenge, which is one of the very first things that I created and ran master classes on, and have done it so many times personally. And it's always a really good kickstart and to see the possibility of abundance truly magnetizing towards you. It's a 28-day challenge. That is what you can access for free. I also have a series inside of my membership called Aligned as Fuck, where it's a 4-day series giving you the 4 foundational pieces to becoming aligned as fuck. And everything else is $44 a month. But when you pay that $44 a month, you have access to the entire classroom. So I'm talking the money vault, which I mentioned, my subliminals, my delusional challenge, which I'm running through the entire month of May, or it got launched in May. So now that you're hearing this, we're not in May anymore, but you can still go in and access it as if you were starting it from day one. Like you don't access it and then get the full blown 30 days. Like it gives it to you in real time as you go through it, so you're not overwhelmed and you don't try to skip ahead and cheat the system. I'm making you stay in it to win it. There's also Inner World, which is so fun. It's where I go and I kind of just I talk a lot of shit. I share a lot of conspiracies. I give my own 2 cents on things that are happening in the world. I share behind the scenes. I get very raw and real and personal about anything that I am overcoming and navigating in real time and how I do it as a coach myself. A lot of really great stuff. Restfully Rich. Okay. We are no longer at the founder rate. Okay. So if you got in back in April, kudos to you, baby, but we are no longer in that founder rate. We are now at our introductory rate. So before it was $5,555 for the 4-month container. Hey, I'm interrupting our interaction right now to let you know of some new things that have been birthed over the past month. First is my new 30-day guide to becoming restfully rich. It is the Restful Rich identity shift that has got to happen in order to become restfully rich, and it is available for you for only $11. What are you actually waiting for? Get your hands on this. It's going to change your life. It is 30 days of intentional embodiment practices that are going to get you to your restful, rich identity so much more efficiently. The next beautiful, incredible creation that I have birthed for you is my Fall in Love with Your Ordinary Life free guide that you can download today as well. No matter the season that you're in, you are able to step into a completely different identity. And that is why I've created these 2 incredible new things for you to have, to consume, to implement, and to honestly see your life change from within. So let's get back to it. We are now at $6,400 for the 4-month container. So there are spots open. You can join right away, right now. Hop inside. We will get you started living that restfully rich lifestyle. For those of you who are wanting more of a close proximity to me, who are wanting me in your back pocket 5 days a week, we have calls together. We chit chat on the phone multiple times throughout the day to really get you to that next level, to that where you're cruising, right? It's like you've done all this work and you're ready to just learn all of these things about yourself and really embody the version of you who actually holds on to wealth. We're done with the yo-yo, the hamster wheel, the bullshit that you've been navigating with the Restfully Rich Foundation inside of it, of course, but it is so much more personalized and available to you and your energy and your characteristics and all the things. It's not as broad and I wouldn't say broad, but it's not as, oh my God, what is the word? Generic as the Restfully Rich program is, because that is very specific of what we do. My private containers, there's a little bit more, not a little bit more, a lot of it more personalization to it. And spots to be privately coached by me are now open as well. The link is in the show notes. Um, yeah, I am so excited to be in this new journey, in this new era with you because, baby, let me tell you, we are not going anywhere. We are not headed back. Um, this is a movement, and you better get in where you fit in now, is all I'm going to say. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye. Expansion isn't quiet. So if this activated you, do not keep it to yourself. Share this episode, post it, put it in the group chat, let it ripple. And if you feel the shift that this work creates, leave a review. Not for me, but for the woman who finds this next because of you. That's how rooms like this grow, with women who know the value of what they found. I'll see you next time.